Hey, what's up, y'all? It's D about to react to this vid by Hello You Seen This title. I'm tired of the Nicki Minaj disrespect. He's over it, okay? Because people have decided they don't like Nicki anymore. Everybody has collectively decided to move away from her and stop supporting her, stop calling her the queen of rap, acting like she never existed, acting like she ain't never, achieved all these great things. And she wasn't at the top of the game for decades. People acting like none of that happened. So he's tired. Let's hear what he has to say. Let's watch.
What's poppin', y'all? The disrespect is getting to be a little bit too much.
Hello, Editing D popping in. So as I'm editing, I'm noticing that at the beginning and end of the vid, when I'm only talking, the audio is fine. But during the reaction, the video that I'm watching, it's overriding my voice. So you can barely hear me. I do pause at some point so you can hear me a lot better. But while the video is playing, if I don't pause it, you can't really hear me. My voice is very small. So sorry about that. Technical difficulties are very annoying. Trust me, it's annoying for me too. I'm working on fixing this. My apologies, but that's what's happening for this vid.
Even for me, coming from this new Nicki Minaj, you could call her a clone, inspired, whatever it is, by
Trim?
the name of Trim. So I actually spoke on this rapper a month ago, maybe even more. I had just come across her. I was like, yo, this chick is blowing up. She's pretty fire. I listened to her other music. It was good. And obviously there's going to be the Nicki comparisons. And I saw that she was getting a little bit of hate. And I was like, yo, what's up with this? Why would she be getting hate? But now, more recently, I have come to realize that any hate from here on out is definitely deserved. And it's nothing to do with the quality of her music. So this girl, she made the XXL freshman list. And on the freestyle, the one that they do without music, they do the freestyle, then they do the cypher. That's when they have the beat in the background. She sounds identical to Nicki Minaj a cappella. Like the exact same thing. I can't play it for you guys because XXL be going crazy with that. And to be honest, I really don't.
That's why I didn't react to the freestyles. I said that in the mean comments video.
Don't care about the XXL freshman list. I didn't care. This.
Wow, I said the same exact thing. I literally said the same thing. I said, one, it gets copyrighted. XXL, they be going crazy with the copyrights. Like he said, he must have experienced it as well. And I said, B, I don't really care about these people. So it's funny, he said the same thing.
This year, I didn't care last year. The only reason I saw it on my feed maybe once or twice. Aren't those NFR podcast guys back? I'd be more interested to see whatever list they've got. Although they did have Uzi outside of the top 100 rappers, or one of them had Uzi out of the top 100 rappers, which, come on, dog, that's criminal. That's criminal. If somebody had Uzi in their top 10, I would understand. And I'll be like, okay, now, would Uzi be in my top 10? Maybe in my heart. But if I had to objectively speak on it, no. I think he'd make top 20, though. But the history between this girl and Nicki Minaj. Because obviously, I quote tweet this, and I say the following, which is just obvious to anybody. I said, being a female rapper is like being a white rapper. Every white rapper starts off sounding like Eminem because he was the only guy in it at that level. What other white rappers were there? I mean, I don't know. Paul Wall, maybe, but Paul Wall didn't come out at the same time as Eminem. And Paul Wall is really down south. You have to be from Houston to, that was like Swishahouse era, wasn't it? So you had Eminem, and that's really who you learn from. You're like, okay, this guy is kind of like me. I'm gonna rap like him. Most female rappers are going to sound like Nicki Minaj. Who else would they be inspired by? Cardi B? Like, come on now. How are you even inspired by Cardi B? She's got no material. She got barely any music out. And Cardi B herself, her biggest hit, or like before WAP, the biggest hit that put her on is a Kodak Black song. So what are we doing here? I said, granted, this girl trying to pretend like she's not heavily inspired by Nicki Minaj and she isn't one of her favorite rappers is disrespectful AF. And you're probably like, yo, what are you talking about? Like, how did she diss Nicki Minaj? Well, it's a slight diss. There's a long history between Trim and Nicki Minaj's fan base.
Yeah, she's getting real corny. I've already talked about this in a previous vid because she said something slick about Nicki. I forgot what she said exactly, but I covered it in a video and I talked shit about her in that vid. Like, girl, fuck out of here. Like, we not about to act like you are justified in throwing shade at Nicki when you're literally trying to be her. Like, everything about you is Nicki Minaj. When you trying to throw shots at her, like, it just didn't make sense. Whether you like Nicki or not, the facts are the facts. That shit is goofy. So I already talked about that, but the fact that she's keeping it up is crazy.
Nicki hasn't addressed this. And I do like Nicki not addressing anything nowadays. Jay-Z, that's a joke. She doesn't need to address him at all. Nicki Minaj, current day, got more emotion. Her re-release of a 15-year-old mixtape got more sales first week than Jay-Z trying to do like a 30th anniversary with a bunch of physical copies that people didn't even want to buy. I'm pretty sure Days Before Rodeo, didn't that do the same numbers? Days Before Rodeo, 10-year anniversary. They were just, the streams on that I think did more than Jay-Z. But hey, Jay-Z's the GOAT and the old heads love him. But for some reason, you old heads aren't buying his stuff. Oh, wow. That's really interesting. So this started months ago, and I believe I covered this, and it was this page that has shown some love to Trim. It says 44-year-old Nicki Minaj threatening to block her fans who support other female rappers. The video surfaced on X after she started blocking fans supporting upcoming Trim, including Trim's fan accounts.
To my Twitter bars that I follow, if I see a name or a face, that goes for any name and any face, that's gonna make me malfunction like for 2 seconds, you getting unfollowed and possibly.
So this account, Trim Crave, got blocked by Nicki. Now, we don't know why this got blocked. And this post, I'm not going to say this is paid promo, but the way that this post comes across, and this isn't an individual, right? Like, for example, if you see me tweet a certain way, like if I'm going to tweet a certain way about Lil Wayne, right? You know I'm a person behind the opinions on my account. I'm not trying to be like, oh, you know, like this is an organization. Nah, this is me. So if I say something, you're like, okay, that's his opinion. And you know that aligns with my regular opinion. But with something like this, right, like this media page, you don't know who it is. You don't know the personality behind it. They're not trying to be a personality. When you see 44-year-old Nicki Minaj and then supporting Trim, you're like, this leans very anti-Nicki and pro-Trim. And we don't even see the evidence of the reason why they got blocked. They could have just been annoying. They could have said like, yo, Trim is better than Nicki. Like some nonsense. Anyway, on March 31st, which is before the block even happened, she would get approached by the Hollywood Fix, Trim, and she's got that big like coconut water song. And she would be asked about Nicki Minaj.
I know right now the internet is saying you sound a lot like Nicki Minaj. Yes. I mean, what's your response to that?
You know, it's a compliment. When you're compared to legendary people, it's bound to happen when you're legendary yourself. So I take it as a compliment, you know, shout out to Nicki.
Mm-hmm. And how has it been with the barbs? How have they been receiving you?
I mean, you know, I think the bars secretly love me. It's okay if they, you know, they hate is love, so they love me, you know, and I love them.
I like that. Now, do you purposely try to sound like her, or is that just
it's like I use my voice as an instrument, so it's like I have an accent. My accent is called Gullah Geechee, so that's where I'm from. I'm from Charleston. We have Gullah Geechee accents. We have a tone, so I use my voice as an instrument. So I drag my voice. I try to sing with it, so that's why it may come off as that.
Okay. Is there anybody that you want to collab with, or any?
I want to collab with the whole world. You know, Thug, Beyonce, Cardi, Nicki, Drake, Future. Let's do it. Lil Baby, Young Boy, Playboy Cardi. I'm trying to tap into all the eras, genres, all things of hip hop. So let's do it. I'm down. I'm ready.
Would you ever collaborate with Nicki? Because you guys, hey, that could be cool.
Of course, anybody. I'm giving it out.
Hey, can you split a little flow for me? Because I mean, I want to just even hear it in person. Like
I want to twerk on a flop, flop.
Hey.
Okay, she want to twerk on a bop, 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 bop. I want to twerk on the flow. I do not care about it. So why would you think that I care about a...
So she addresses the Nicki comparison. She even talks like Nicki Minaj. And then she's like, nah, you know, it's my Charleston accent. My guys from Charleston and my gals from Charleston, South Carolina. Let me know. Is that a Charleston accent? Because Nicki Minaj is up there from Jamaica, Queens. And she sounds like that. And she's from the islands. I mean, do they got a lot of islanders down in Charleston, South Carolina? I don't know. But she would get interviewed again in June and asked if she would collaborate with Nicki Minaj.
You know, everybody loves to compare you to Nicki Minaj. If the opportunity presented itself to you, would you love to collab?
Of course.
Nicki Minaj?
Of course.
I love that.
Why not?
She's an OG.
I would. For real, genuinely, I would.
Any other future collabs coming up?
I really don't have future collabs as of right now. But whoever is willing to work with me, I would love to work with them.
I love that. Well, you're killing it. You're going to continue to do your thing. We're going to be watching and cheering you on. Thank you so much for stopping by.
Period.
So this was with Hollywood Unlocked. Again, she says like, yeah, you know, I love Nicki. I'd want to collaborate with Nicki. And then when she does this new video interview and she's asked about her top 3 rappers, frankly, one person seemed to be missing.
Who are your top 5 rappers of all time dead or alive? Fast, hurry, go.
This is hard.
Quick.
Okay.
3, 2, 1. Now.
Probably Michael Jackson and Big Young Boy. Probably Future.
Future?
Yeah.
Girl, you had 5 on the list. That was
I
3.
don't even see when you got like 3 superstars that you look up to and that just motivates you. Why add more? Right, like.
Right. You want to know my top 3?
First off, she goes on and says, Michael Jackson as a rapper. What? I can understand
Why did
Michael.
Quinn call it out?
Jackson maybe as an artist that has influence on her, because you could say like this girl has different outfits, different hair, different, and this goes to show why a female rapper is so expensive. Like you just throw, I mean, what do most rappers we see walk around with? They walk around with a hoodie, some sweatpants. Yeah, probably they spent a bunch of money on some of those sweatpants. I don't know, whatever brand that they're wearing nowadays, but it's probably like a $2,000 fit. Nah, man, it could be like, the thing is, it doesn't matter. And the reason why they have those sweatpants is because they're gripping onto onto a hammer inside there. And this girl is putting a...
Okay, what other clips you got? But
is that it?
He yaps a lot, but I agree that she's goofy.
They...
I agree with him 1,000%. This is so embarrassing and goofy. It makes me not really want to check out her music just because she's trying so hard to run from, you know, the fact that she has ripped off Nicki's whole style. Like, if you gonna do it, then girl, do it and stand in that. Don't lie about it. Or I would just completely avoid it if you don't want to talk about it. But you up here talking about, no, this is just how I talk because, you know, I'm from North Carolina. What? What? This is so dumb. And then you are leaving Nicki out of your top rappers when it's clear that she's your favorite rapper ever, which is why you chose to steal her whole flow, her personality, the way that she talks, her style. Like, you stole everything, but you acting like you didn't. Like, this is so lame. So very lame. So yeah, I guess she's gonna keep this up, I guess. I don't see her career lasting if she's going to just be a Nicki clone, because people are gonna get tired of that really quickly. Like, girl, we're over this, and you want to deny it while you're at it, and you talking shit. He said she talked shit on the freestyle. I don't know what she said exactly because he didn't say it. He started yapping about other stuff. But yeah, apparently she's still taking, you know, jabs at her. So it's like that adds insult to injury. Not only are you running from the fact that you are trying to be her, but you trying to diss her in the process. It's just weird. Whether you like Nicki or not is irrelevant. The fact that she's doing this shit is weird. But y'all let me know what y'all think though, and I'll see y'all on the next one. Bye.